Hello and welcome back to more Fire Emblem Order of the Crimson Arm 100% growths low turn count playthrough. This video will be tackling Chapter 8, a map that is Turnfloored. There's not much that's super important in this clear, we just get a few level ups, get some experience on our units. This is the last time you'll see a couple units fielded, like Beatrice. I believe this is her last hurrah. She's useful to help us feed some kills though. She is also deployed in order to recruit a unit that will never see the light of day. His name is Fosky. He's a decent unit, he's level 15 knight, but he's a knight, and this is an LTC. We deploy Robert here, because he has C-rank swords and his 6 move. He's able to delete some enemies with a killing edge crit. And this is the last time Ernst plays a sort of major role. We're still focusing a little bit of experience into Gerwolf, because I wasn't sure at this point in the playthrough whether or not I was going to end up using Nagu or Gerwolf long term, although you can probably tell by the fact that I've spoken a lot about Nagu and barely anything about Gerwolf, that I decided on using her long term. This is also one of the last few times that Halen is deployed, mainly because we get Elaine after this and she actually matters. The bottom right corner is full of a bunch of enemies that Algimas has a very easy time killing. We want him to get a lot of experience because he's missed out in the last couple of chapters because he's had to be carried. And this is a chapter with a turn floor. It's a kill boss map, so there's no reason to not have him get a lot of kills. Nagu gets more levels before promotion, but she's now hit 10 strength, so her stats are just starting to catch up with the rest of our units. It's unfortunate, really, that her stats are so low at base. That knight you see there, with the boss icon, or I guess boss NPC icon, he is a recruitable unit. I make a mistake in a later turn, so I'm going to have to stop playing the movie file, which is not the first time it's happened in this run, and then do things manually. I will identify when. It was a stupid mistake. This, as I said, not much to talk about. This video can be easily skipped. There'll be a list of things that actually are important in the description. Oh, I forgot to stick around. Cool. Girl just barely doubles that soldier. It's kinda sad. Sun moves over and trades Algimas to his personal weapon that he can one-shot the Cavalier if it goes and attacks him. Beatrice is again deployed only to recruit her husband to Fosky, neither of which are important units. Robert is deployed because he has 6 move and can fight decently well at the killing edge. This air caliber tone has 15 crit, that's mainly what it's used for. We don't use it because it's flyer effective. I'm pretty sure that we never end up killing a flyer with an air caliber tone without rigging a crit anyway. There are 2 units that end up using air tomes a lot in the later parts of the run, and getting air caliber is very nice for them, which is the main reason we got it. That and that mage would harass us. You might wonder why we didn't train Beatrice more when we're training Camille a decent amount. Camille has Seer, which is in theory helpful, but it isn't that impactful. And because Camille promotes using different promotion item than the Master Seal. She promotes using Nightcrest. This map is also one of the last 2 maps Sven has before he has to promote. I mean, not have to promote, but it makes Chapter 11 a lot easier if he does promote. We don't care about the green units besides Fosky, unfortunately. They were decently helpful, I suppose. This is why Algimas was traded to Alpis. He could have been 3, so Javelin to counterattack that mage, but it doesn't matter. That crit on that green unit is admittedly pretty funny, even if it does nothing for us. Actually better if the green units die, because if all the green units die, and we just don't have to see the ally phase, so it makes the video less tedious. Unfortunately, I'm unable to set that up, so you're gonna have to put up with that. I believe that's Halen's last actual contribution. We deployed Kiara. This is, I believe, her last hurrah. Unfortunately. There's no real reason to train her or Ernst. Whereas we get access to another female sword unit later on, who actually would have a reason to be trained. Algimas needs this person up in here for both lance rank and to actually deal enough damage to kill that archer. He gets 3 levels during this map. That Armor Knight has an Axe Reaver. I do make a mistake with Foskey. I make him try to do something when he should have just done nothing. Because it completely screwed up my routing. Anyway, Sven gets a level up here. Reaches level 10, so he's now able to promote. However, we still want to prolong his promotion for a bit. Robert, while fast, in theory, isn't actually fast enough to double enemies reliably. Enemies that roll up speed are incapable of being doubled, and when using a weapon like the Killing Edge, she does get way down a little bit. Again, there's not much to talk about. Next turn we'll be able to recruit Foskey. Sven gets 1 more level up in this map. And we feed into the Kill the Boleslav. Well, we don't feed the Kill the Boleslav, we get the Vinegar. Boleslav reaches level 9 in this map. He promotes... well, not soon, but not very far from now, either. You might wonder why this quality of the videos kind of improved a little bit. I realized that there's a filter I could use to make the video quality a little bit nicer, instead of being so smooth. So I decided I'm going to start using that. I never mentioned why this map is floored at 6 turns. Wayland's squad reappears on turn 6, and we need Wayland's squad back, not just because Elaine, Wayland, and Celia are important units to the run, but if we don't wait that long, we just never get them, which is finicky, to say the least. The game doesn't know how to deal with that. Algimas unfortunately nearly breaks his javelin here, and he's still short of killing enemies because his stats have fallen behind, but he's able to get a few more points of experience and actually get good stats by the end of this map. So it works out. We're still working on Negu's Lance rank. She'll hit D rank fairly soon. She'll hit D rank swords regardless whenever she promotes, which is nice. Steel swords are a good stock weapon, and we buy more of them soon. This is one of Camille's last level ups before promotion. I believe she only gets 1 more. Sven chokes this point and takes up this mercenary instead of a soldier. There's no real reason, I just thought it was funny. Although choking that point does mean that we can feed all those enemies to him. Halen burns a lot of RNs here, I think 24. This just sets the earliest string in which Robert crits the mercenary with the Killing Edge, so that we can recruit Foskey. It's unfortunate, but it's the easiest way to delete that guy. Rolf comes over here, kills this soldier, and we recruit Foskey. I made a mistake here. I had Foskey accidentally pick up Beatrice. I shouldn't have done that because it screws up my actual plan, but it works out in the long run. We equip Algimas' personal and have him heal up. Enemies that go for him during the semi-phase will die. The javelin is pretty weak, but his personal weapon is not. Sven reaches C-rank axes there. Just in time, too. He needs to hit C-rank axes relatively soon. That might actually be B-rank. I don't remember exactly. Algimas gets another kill here and gets another level up, therefore. Picking up Beatrice was a mistake because she originally attacked. That cutscene that I skipped is Wayland squad showing up. Wayland comes up and one-runs this archer on the ballista with the Iron Blade. He's doing this for not really the experience, but for sword experience. And then we have Celia get a kill here. This gets her level up, which means that Elaine can get a mend in. I'm wondering what we're going to be doing with Vlad. Nothing. He doesn't matter. We don't ever deploy Vlad after this. If we do, it's just to rescue drop someone. He doesn't matter. This is when I have to stop the movie file. So when one runs that right in, that village only contains a talisman, I believe, so it doesn't really matter. Normally Beatrice would have come over and killed that fighter, but because she's unable to do that, that complicates things. And now, on turn 6, Algimas is able to come over. Crit the boss once with his personal weapon, and because he is one strength short of one-shotting him with a crit, he has to dodge one of 2 attacks. Luckily, he is able to do that. Hitting this 50 is kind of bad, but it works. Thank you for watching. That is Chapter 8 of 100% Growth's Order of the Crimson Arm, completed in 6 turns, with Algimas getting 3 levels, which is really nice. I'll see you next time for Chapter 9, where we get the most important unit in the army to join us. See you.